Why don't more Americans know that Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens? Because the United States has spent more than a century making sure that people don't have to think about it. Puerto Ricans have been American citizens since 1917. That's not up for debate. It's literally over 100 years ago. And yet people are still asking, do they need a visa? Are they immigrants? Why can they just move here? Cry to your mama. That kind of ignorance doesn't survive by accident. The U.S. took Puerto Rico in 1898 after the Spanish-American War. Not because Puerto Ricans asked, not because it was mutual, not because anyone voted. The U.S. was expanding empire. And almost immediately, the government ran into a problem that it just didn't want to answer honestly. How do you control a place without fully including the people that live there? So instead of clarity, the U.S. chose ambiguity. Puerto Rico became an unincorporated territory. That phrase sounds technical, but it's not. It means Puerto Rico belongs to the United States, but is not fully a part of it. Citizenship without sovereignty, belonging without equality, obligations without power. Then in 1917, Congress grants U.S. citizenship to Puerto Ricans. And the timing matters, because the U.S. was preparing to enter World War I. Citizenship meant Puerto Rican men could be drafted, and that timing was not incidental. But that same citizenship did not include voting for president, voting members of Congress, full political power, or constitutional incorporation. So what people absorbed, even if nobody said it out loud, was that this citizenship was different, conditional, limited, easy to forget. Then the education system did what it always does. American history classes are clear about states and immigration. They are terrible at explaining territories. Puerto Rico becomes a footnote, a vacation spot, a place that feels foreign even though it isn't. So confusion fills the gap. Media reinforces it. Puerto Ricans are framed as coming to America instead of moving within it. Disasters are covered like they happened elsewhere, not to U.S. citizens, Spanish, brown skin, an island, and people automatically default to foreign, even when the passport says otherwise. And let's be honest about the uncomfortable part, right? If Puerto Rico were majority white, English-speaking and culturally familiar to the mainland, this wouldn't confuse anyone. This isn't about geography. It's about race, language, and empire. Confusion is useful. If people don't understand Puerto Rico's status, they're less likely to question why Puerto Ricans can't vote for president, why the island has limited political power, why aid gets delayed, why decisions are imposed without proper representation. Ambiguity keeps accountability low. So when people ask why Americans don't know that Puerto Ricans are citizens, the answer is simple. Because the U.S. never wanted people to sit with what it means to control a place without fully including its people. Because clarity would force responsibility, and this country has always preferred confusion.